Hey traders, welcome to Ontotrade. We're about to launch this morning's pre-market game planning video where we highlight the key price levels for the day that are generated by our proprietary IBF indicator. We're talking about predictive, forward-looking information that you can game plan with what's coming in today's session. And then at the end of this video, we're going to circle back to the post-market recap and show you how the day unfolded, how the game plan played out, and the opportunities that the market presented. Take a look.
Welcome to Ontotrade. I'll be going over my game plan on the ES, the NQ, and crude oil. Getting started on crude oil this morning. Looking at the big macro view, really paying attention to 77.15. If I could stay above there, I'm going to look for movements back towards 78.24 and possibly up to 79.34. Now, if this was just some big head fake above the 78, moving back short, I'm going to look for movements below 77.15. I'm going to start looking for movements back towards 76 and possibly even lower. So it's going to set up some opportunities this morning off the key price level, 77.65. Staying below there, looking for the quick downside at 77.35. If there is no strength, though, I'm going to look for a long opportunity, whether it's going to be at 35 long or 77.04 long. Now, if we do continue with the downside strength, looking for additional shorts off of 35 to 04, and with strength, I'm going to look for movements short from 04 to 70 and possibly down to 35. To the flip side, we get some movement back up and get above the key price level. I'm looking for a long off of 77.65 to get to 78.03. If there's no strength, though, I'm going to look for the short off of 03 back to 77.65. With the upside strength, though, I'll look for movements long from 03 to 40. And again, if there's no strength, I'm going to look for another long off of 40 just back to 03. But we do see upside strength. I'll start looking for additional longs off of 78.40 to get to 74 and then to 08. Taking a look at the S&P this morning, big macro view. Still pay attention to this 09. Consolidation, and a couple weeks ago, fell into another consolidation range, good healthy range, but still another consolidation range of about 40 points and getting narrower. But it's going to set up some opportunities this morning off the key price level at 16.25. If I can stay above there, I am looking for a long, but I am going to monitor any upside strength, but looking for movements up to 24.75. If there's no strength, looking for the short back down to it. With the upside strength, though, I'll look for additional shorts off of 24.75 to get to 33.25. And then from 33.25 to 41.75. Getting below 16, we break out of this little consolidation we've been in overnight. I'll look for that short down to 08 from 16.25. With continued downside momentum, I'll look for movements to 4900. Looking for a long opportunity, but I will monitor that long off the 4900. With downside strength, though, getting back below 4,900, I'm going to start looking for additional shorts from 4,900 down to 93 and then 85.75. Taking a look at the NQ this morning, big macro view, 478. If we can stay above there, I am looking for movements to 632. I will be aware of the little tighter range we're in and may see a movement back to the big macro 478 again also. This is going to set up opportunities off the key of 571. Just looking for that short to see 525. Without strength, though, I'm going to look for the long off of 525 to get back to 571. We do see that downside strength breaking out of that range overnight. I'm going to start looking for additional shorts from 525 to 482, and then from 482 to 440. To the upside, looking for opportunities long from 571 to 617. Want to break out of that range. If I do, looking for additional longs off of 617 to get to 663, and then longs to 708.50.
We're going to do a post-market recap that you'll see where you can see what unfolded during the day. You'll see how our game plan prepared us for price action in either direction and how we were able to take advantage of those opportunities. Let's take a look.
All right, a little recap. Starting on crude oil this morning, big macro review, 77.15. Need to see that hold to truly see some higher highs. We spent most of the morning coming down to it and ended up staying below it, but no strength once we got below it. But it did set up some good opportunities this morning off the key price level, 77.65, for a good short down to the first downside target at 77.35. Setting up for another short to see the second at 77.04 and all the way down to the third target at 76.70. Set up for a little long, then we stayed in that range, but set up a couple more long and short opportunities off that second and third target price levels. So some really good long and shorts available in this tighter range off the SRs. Taking a look at the S&P, big macro view, as long as I'm above 0975, still looking for movements towards 78. Just need to break out of that consolidation we were in. Did have a good opportunity then off of the key price level this morning, holding at 16.25. Looking for a good long to 24.75. Got back above 24.75, setting up for another long up to 33.25. And with that strength, hit our third and fourth targets all the way up to 49.50 before stalling out. Taking a look at the NQ, big macro view, as long as I was above 478. Looking for upside movements to 632 at least. While pushed above and beyond that, set up some great opportunities this morning off the key price level for a good short down to the first downside target, down to 525. Stalled out, setting up a nice little double bottom off that 525 to move back to the key price level, and then longs from the key 571 up to the first upside. Held at that first upside at 617, moved up to the second and third targets today. So some really good opportunities on all the markets today off those SR price levels.
We consistently produce profitable results. Our discipline ensures that our losers are consistently smaller than our winners. And we know that because we journal each of our trades. We know our stats.